happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Yay! Happy birthday! Wow!
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning. This week we're going to talk about following directions and what we need to use on our bodies to help us follow directions. So the first thing we need to do is to make sure our eyes are watching the person who is giving the direction. We need to make sure our ears are listening and make sure we're being still so that we can know exactly what the direction is for us to follow, because it's always important for us to follow directions. Oh, Toby wants to play a game. It is his favorite game. How many of you like to play Simon Says? Toby does too, don't you, Toby? Okay, so let's play that game real quick, and this will help us to understand how to follow directions. So, Toby, I want you to open your mouth. Okay, Toby, let's close our mouth. It's time to close our mouth. Toby, what should we do? That's right, we have to make sure we listen and follow directions. We cannot say no, or we cannot stomp our foot, or we cannot yell when someone asks us to do something. We have to say yes ma'am or yes sir and follow directions. So you guys practice that this week. See y'all later.
Welcome to PLE Weather. I'm Matthew. Over the weekend, we had some stormy weather, which will leave us with some stormy weather this week. Stay safe and dry. We'll see you next time at PLE Weather.
Good morning, students from the school nurse's office. I wanted to talk to you today about being in school. You know, it's very important to be here every day so that you can get your teacher's instruction. But sometimes we feel very sick and we shouldn't be at school because we could share our germs with other people. Let's talk about a few times when you really need to stay home from school. One of those is when you have a bad cough. Now, a bad cough means that you're coughing a lot, often, coughing up things. You can't hardly stop coughing. It doesn't mean that every once in a while you have a little cough, okay? If you've got a bad cough and you've been up at night coughing, you should not come to school the next day. Also, if you have diarrhea or vomiting. Vomiting means when you throw up, and diarrhea means when your poop is like liquid. If you're sick with diarrhea and vomiting, you should not come to school. Strep throat or a sore throat. If you have a throat that's so sore that it hurts when you're swallowing and it's hard to eat or drink anything, sometimes you might even have a fever, you should stay home and see the doctor. Head lice. You know, we've talked about those creatures. They're really, really small and they live in your hair and they make your head really itchy. If you have lice and you have not been treated, you need to stay home and get treated and then come right back to school. An eye infection. An eye infection is when your eye hurts, it's itchy, it's red, and it may have either clear tears or sometimes some yellow gunk draining out of your eye. If you've got that, you need to stay home and see the doctor. And then when you get medicine, you can come on back to school. Also, fever. You need to stay home if you have a fever. If you feel very, very freezy and shaky and you tell your mom you don't feel good and she takes your temperature and you have a fever, don't take medicine and come to school. Stay home till you're feeling better and see your doctor. A rash. What is a rash? Well, a rash can be spots on your skin, and they can be itchy. Sometimes they can be painful. If you have an itchy, painful rash, especially one that has fever, you need to stay home and go to the doctor. When the doctor says it's okay to come back to school, come on back. Now, we want everyone to be in school. So if you're really, really sick with some of these things we talked about, you need to stay home and see your doctor and then come back to school when you're well. If you don't feel a little good and you just feel like, oh, my tummy hurts a little bit, there are lots of things that can cause that, and we can talk about those and help you out while you're at school. It doesn't necessarily mean that you need to stay home. So only come to the nurse if you're really, really sick, okay? I also want to make sure that we're wearing our mask. Now remember, we wear our mask so that it covers our nose and our mouth. We don't wear our mask like this. We don't wear our mask like this. We wear our mask to where it covers all around, okay? So let's wear our mask, wash our hands, and make sure that we're not very close to one another. We don't want to get in each other's faces. If we're right next to each other, that's too close. We need to space out, okay? So distance yourself, wear your mask, and stay home when you're sick. See you later.
Hey boys and girls, we have a surprise for you. The PRCC athletes have some exciting news. They're ready to come and help you train in some fun sports. But you have to be on your best behavior, so be working hard and we'll get started soon.
Hey y'all, we're so excited for you to come play soccer with us.
Go